Spotlight Awards, which will be held on Saturday, December 10th in North Charleston, honors and recognizes the angels in our community. Today, I talk one-on-one with the creator and the organizer of this event, Deborah Powell-Anderson, for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Deborah Powell-Anderson, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Thank you, Quintin, for having me. It's always awesome to see you. You know that.
Likewise. And needless to say, you are the owner of the Spot 47, which is right there on Cooper Street in downtown Charleston. But you also are the creator.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, famous Spot 47. And of course, you are also the creator and organizer of the Spotlight Awards, which recognizes and honors the angels in this community. The award ceremony will be held on Saturday, December 10th from 7:30 to 11 p.m. at the North Charleston Coliseum's Performance Hall. The Black Tie Red Carpet Affair will also offer an evening of agape love, surprises, of course, music and entertainment. So what else is new and what else is right now when it comes to the Spotlight Awards?
Let me tell you, Quintin, if your viewers have never gone or been to the Spotlight Awards before, trust me, you want to come this year. It's a phenomenal event. It's not your average regular awards events. We definitely recognize and award servant leaders, people who have their feet on the ground every day, making a positive difference in this world. They don't ask for anything in return. They spend their time, their money, and they're doing it. At the same time, we honor the Emmanuel 9 victims, and this year we will also be honoring the Charleston 9 victims and the Albright and Wilson victims.
Yes.
All 27 of them.
Wow.
We've got mayors and the sheriff performing. We've got the my brain is gone on vacation for a second, but Chief Burgess and Chief Reynolds going to be there presenting. It's about coming together this year. Everybody, we've got our hosts, Layla Goulin, Raphael James, and Katie Solt, all coming together to remember the 27 victims and to remember that every day we need to emulate the lives of those servant leaders to make a difference in our world.
So, Miss Deborah, let me ask you this, Miss Deborah. Why the Albright felt, victims and the Charleston 9 victims? Why now?
I was gone from home for 39 years. I know I still look like 29, but that's okay. But when I was having a conversation with Carolyn Murray, I shared with her that I had spoken with a family member from the Charleston 9. And she was thanking us for doing what we were doing with the Emmanuel 9. And she said, I wish that we could do something like that with our loved ones who died for them. And I thought about it. I said, that's not a hard thing to do. And we should do that. So I was telling Carolyn Murray that we were going to do that, honor the Charleston 9 as well. And she said, well, there's one other. There's Albright and Wilson.
Right.
And when she explained it to me, Quintin, it makes so much sense. A lot of people don't realize that Charleston, the city in North Charleston, had 3 tragedies that happened right close together. On the 17th of June, 1991, was the Albright and Wilson explosion. 9 people died. On the 18th of June, 2007, was the fire. 9 firefighters died. And then on June 17th again, 2015, was Emmanuel. 9 people died. And even speaking with Felicia Sanders, she said, there's something to that. And there are other coincidences that go with it that I won't necessarily go into right now, but it's like, wow. In each case, 9 people died, and it happened on the 17th of June, 18th of June, 17th of June. Yeah. So we're going to honor all 27 of them. They have families. I spoke with 2 of the parents from Albright and Wilson a few days ago. And they were expressing how it's been a long time, yes, but the pain is still there. And our goal in doing the Spotlight Awards and having the families attend and honoring the victims like that, our goal is to give love to those families, to hopefully help them to heal too, to let them know that people care about their loved ones. These individuals died in these tragedies, but they had lives, they had legacies, they had things that they aspired
Sure.
to do, and we don't want them to be forgotten. And that's our promise to the families.
Yeah.
You know, as long as I can breathe, as long as I'm alive,
Yes.
we will show love to their family members and
Absolutely.
remember them as we recognize and thank the servant leaders for the awesome things that they do.
Yes,
This is
indeed.
an exciting show this year, Quintin.
Oh, absolutely. And so, Miss Deborah, what is the biggest difference from 2018 to right now when you think of the Spotlight Awards?
Oh, we have grown. You know, when we did it the first year, people left saying they felt as though they were leaving the Grammys or the Oscars. You know, they'd never seen anything like it. Okay? And each year, Quintin, we grew. We've gotten expanded. And my goal, and I'm asking your listeners, your viewers, support this event. Come to it. Buy one ticket and come. Because if they come one time, they'll come again. They'll see what we do. We work hard. It takes us an entire year to put this together. And when you come, you will realize the level of love in the room. When you come, you will get to see why it's important to emulate those servant leaders. The difference between 18 and now is that we've expanded in a way it's phenomenal how others are viewing and seeing what we're doing. And we're doing this together. This isn't an I thing. It's a team effort. And it's one that we can make an impact in the city of Charleston. And we have finalists from other states as well.
Wow.
Who are coming in.
Wow.
It's not just South Carolina.
So, Miss Deborah, how does a person go from being a nominee to an awardee?
We have a panel that looks at all of those who are nominated.
Yeah.
And we review their resumes, bios, what they've done. And it's not to say that one person is better than the other.
Right.
But the 18 people who are selected are individuals who may have done a little more per se. The ones who've done like the most this year, they're the ones who are selected. Wow. And once a finalist, you will forever be an angel. Yes.
Miss Deborah, that brings me to my next question. How many angels are surrounding you when coming to obviously organizing this particular event?
Ooh, I've got some awesome angels that, thank God, surround me and support me. And I'm so grateful for them. And I want to say names, but I don't want to leave anybody out.
Right.
So I better not get started. But angels, you know who you are. Yeah. And I am so grateful for them. It's good.
Yes, ma'am. So how do you choose the committee to match your goal of actually honoring and recognizing these servant leaders?
And you say, how do I choose them? You say that question again, Quintin?
Yes, ma'am. So how do you go about choosing the committee that actually matches your goal to recognize and honor these servant leaders?
Oh, that's a good question. The committee is made up of individuals who, I guess, sort of think in a similar way, who've been around it all 5 years. So they know what to look for. And with that committee, they vote on it and we move forward.
Wow. Speaking of moving forward, Ms. Deborah, you talk about obviously the Spotlight Awards growing every year. And as you know, Charleston is growing every year. So how do you hope the Spotlight Awards will keep up with Charleston's growth?
Next year, believe it or not, we plan to do the Spotlight Awards from St. Martin in the Caribbean. And then after the award that Friday night, we're going to go over to the island of Anguilla.
Whoa.
We have a ton of people from the state of Anguilla,
wow,
West Indies, who support this event. They'll be there. They come every year. They've been coming since 2018.
Wow.
And we're going to do that and just make it international and take a lot of people with us. So if you want to go, get ready. Come this year. Yes. So you know what it's all about and be ready for next year.
So, Ms. Deborah, how has Charleston come together in 2022 with the impact of the Spotlight Awards?
The city of Charleston, it is my hope and my desire that everybody who sees this message, I'm asking you to tell somebody else, because believe it or not, there's still quite a few people who have no idea about the Spotlight Awards. They don't understand what's being done and how much work goes into it. And so I'm asking everyone, once you learn about it, tell somebody else. Go to spotlightawards.info and check it out. See what we're about and tell others about it. That Performance Arts Center should be packed on December 10th, Quintin.
Yes.
With people. When they see what we're doing,
yes, ma'am,
it's worthy of it.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
to make the impact that it'll make in our city, If we come together, we can move mountains. That's all it takes. There's so much negativity happening in our world right now. We have got to do something to change that narrative. It's very important that we come together in love.
And I know I only have 1 minute left, but what is the narrative? What should be the narrative about the Spotlight Awards?
The narrative should be that the Spotlight Awards is an event that you can attend and feel the love in the room, so you walk away with a reward as well. Because when you can't help but get it, and it touches you in a way that it touches your heart, so you will receive a gift, and then it allows you to honor and praise and support the people who are working every day to make a difference, servant leaders, as they're being rewarded and given their gifts and their awards. And then it allows you to also be a part of the family, because the family members are going to be there. Might not be everybody, but several of them will be there.
Right.
And it gives you a chance to meet them, get to love them, get to see all the people who are there come together, and just love each other and have a wonderful time.
And
it's a show.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of wonderful time, what got you from moving the show from Charleston to St. Martin?
In conversation with our friends and they're like family now. They've adopted Frank and I, but from Anguilla. And they said, can we do it one year there? And I said, why not? Let's do it. Because we're coming right back to Charleston next year.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, Deborah Powell-Anderson with the Spotlight Awards, thank you for your time. And again, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Well, let's say one thing. You see this shirt, Quintin?
Yes, ma'am.
It says, I don't know if you can read it. It looks backwards.
I can see it.
It says, I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about that.
Yes, indeed. That's exactly right.
I think you're phenomenal.
Thank you.
That goes without saying.
Thank you.
You are phenomenal, young man.
Thank you.
And the work that you do, I thank you for it. It is my hope and prayer that you just blow up.
Thank you, God willing.
Bigger and better. Thank you, Quintin.
Thank you.
Get your tickets.
Yes.
Can we tell them where to get their tickets?
Yes, absolutely.
You can actually go to the North Charleston Coliseum, PAC, I think is .com. But if you go to the Coliseum's website, you can purchase your tickets there. And you can always go to the box office and get them. But the very easy way is to go to thespot47.com. No, not that. That's the wrong one. That's the business. Sorry about that. Go to spotlightawards.info. SPOTLIGHTAWARDS.INFO. And scroll down to the bottom and buy your tickets.
And I'll put that easy. And I'll put that up on the YouTube link as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Quintin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.